Hey guys, Sarge here with the December 31st, 1941 combat replay for my 1v1 against Invictus on War in the Pacific, Admiral's Edition on Scenario 2, and say goodbye to 1941 after this video. The best thing to happen this turn will be a guaranteed wipe of that brigade in China, and I'm hoping to get a hit on that battleship group with the subs in that area. Apart from that, I'm expecting nothing. So let's see it happen. Nothing so far. Got to the air AM phase. Seven ships coming into the syllabus. Air campaign over Burma and China, there we go. And then here's the Philippines. Just kind of gonna skip over those for the most part. There's gonna be base hits, there's gonna be some squads disabled, destroyed. There's gonna be some planes occasionally getting damaged. And in this case, one getting destroyed in Singapore. 11 more damage at Singapore. 70 Nates coming in. He is trying to save. He is doing everything he can to try and save this unit. I'm sorry, but it is not going to work. I just have too much, and you just have too little there. Didn't get good hits on the baddies, unfortunately. Bombing from 12,000 feet over Burma. A quiet AM phase. Spotted a Glen at Noumea. Two ships, those are probably the AMCs pulling back from Sopak. That's good to see. That seems a bit quieter. I'm in land phase already. Die please? Yes, thank you. Yeah, just 41 squads. He's bombarding me at Clark. Those tank regiments are so depleted, dude. He loses one gun with one disabled. I lose one gun, one vehicle, and one disabled vehicle. I use my own. Well, he takes 160 casualties. Loses two guns, one vehicle. And then on the disablement side, 9 squads, 7 engineers, 17 guns, and 6 more vehicles. All of which cannot be used on the offensive. And I decided to go with a shock attack. Please die. No. I should have known his Japanese unit. Alright. There we go. Look at that. He got out with just a couple non-coms and 3 guns. He got out with 42 non-coms, well, 42 support squads, 3 guns. And for all that, I only lose 1 squad today. Well, in that engagement. Knock out 238 combat squads, make that unit combat ineffective for a month at least, and make him have to reinforce that instead of reinforcing his actual divisions. Aichang force expand to 1, Rangoon airfield to size 5. That was really quick. Get a submarine, get a fleet oiler, get a bunch of AKs. Motor launch, VS 2D14. Couple. I lost track trying to read the squadrons. Got that division at Cagayan. I just want to read the ops. I'm gonna go look at the things we got. And first, bomb squadron at Eastern U.S. Pursuit squadron fighters at Eastern U.S. Mobile armor at Banduang and 102nd Philippine Division at Cagayan. VS 2D14. Let's see what that is. Oh, VS 1D14 is Kingfishers. 2D14 is also Kingfishers. Alright. Up to 18. You get a bunch of these. You can also, these are really good for training. Really good for port ASW. Can get these into SOPAC and really just prevent his subs from getting close to my ports, which would be huge. Like Australia, maybe? Australia, Noumea, stuff like that would be huge. And got that fleet oiler. Yep, 15,000 capacity Neosho class. Alright, let's finally look at intel reports. 8 losses for him, 1 for me. He loses 3 Sallys, 2 Babs, a Lily, a 4th Sally, a Nell. I lose another DC2. I'm gonna have to halt these guys for maintenance period. I think that's the 3rd in like 4 turns or something. The Had Not. Great name, by the way. Have you had or had not? Check here. He has gotten into Mole Mine. Unfortunately, he's probably gonna get this in 1 turn, actually. It's only level 1 forts. It's ×2 terrain. Really shitty AV, apart from these 200. There is a little bit of good AV in here. I'm just not confident in the ability there. Really good result in China right here. These guys can now proceed to safely just move back up the road to Cyan. Yeah, you need to just halt these guys for a couple days and let air crews make their magic. What is unloading here? We're getting Blenheims, 16 Blenheims. Blenheim 4s. Just gonna train those guys. And then in 3 days, I think these are the Hurricanes. No, these are Hudsons. Where am I thinking Hurricanes? Or am I thinking of someone out in the Discord's game? In Yokin's Discord's game. Alright, the Troll has arrived. He will now have to spend a few days to rail unit here and walk down to eliminate here. He could also bomb it, though it is jungle, so it's gonna be hard for him to bomb me out in jungle. He can't rail anything into Malaya anymore. It will severely mess with his overland supply. I'll just need to cancel this move order. He's got 4 subs right here. I didn't hear the carrier thing go off. Okay, well, that's a big one. Not a big one, but that's MKB, obviously. Kitabutai wouldn't be less than 200, I don't think. Got subs in the area. Don't know what he's gonna do. Unluckily, it's just as I'm trying to move stuff. I'm trying to sneak some more supply. I'm trying to sneak some supply at all into the Philippines. Oh, wow. I'm like, okay, so he's got ASW work. So I need to change this guy's patrol. I don't know if he's going into the syllabus again. Oh, I don't know what he's doing with that. I can't tell. Probably into the syllabus to because he knows I'm taking stuff out of Balikpapan, whether it be fuel or supplies or whatever. I'm not sure if he knows the Allies can only take oil with tankers or oilers. So he'll have the oil, he just won't have it refined. But have like all the fuel out. Yeah, like look at all that fuel. I'm just siphoning all of the fuel out. Let's look more in depth at ops reports. Okay, so that actually tells me that the two that are disabled just got disabled. He expands Hank out to size 7. He expands San Fernando to size 5 airfield. And accelerated training for 45 British pilots from month cycle 10. I know very, very little about the pilot training stuff, but I do know that I have nothing in TRACOM right now, and this was a completely random, very lucky event. I'm 99% certain. Let's see what those bombers and fighters were. So it's going to be stuff that is patrol level 40. So I got one group of P-40s that came in unrestricted, and then another bomber does not have a patrol zone of 40. So it is 30th BG, well, 27th. We'll just look for 27th Bomb Squadron. Hudsons, 4 Hudsons that I had rail over, I'm gonna guess, from West Coast. Alright, I'll take that. Still waiting on these guys to arrive. Only have spotted 3 subs. Up here. What am I waiting on? 1 truck, of course. That'll never fail. Always waiting on 1 truck. You guys are at Seward. I'll have to decide what I am going to have to buy out. Because how much political points do I have? I have 279. I can do the quarter cost, so that will be very good. It'll just be deciding what I will use it on. I don't know last time I looked at this on screen. And the next week I'll be getting Banshees at Brisbane, P-40s, Eastern US. FK-51? Oh, Dutch Recon. Canadian Kitty Hawks. Dutch. Buffaloes. Hurricane 2Bs. More A-24s, but in Eastern US. More fighters, Eastern US, Aden. Get the first one in Brisbane in 8 days. No, 6 days, sorry. 6 days is the first squadron. Ship availability. Don't care. Oh yeah, let me just turn those off. N class. Really good escort ships. Got AS radar, 8 ASW score. 3 of those at Aden in 2 days. Cruiser mine layer, 150 mines. Really good AA as well. At Trichonmally, Seattle, get a nice large AP. Get a bunch of AKs, get a big subtender. And then there's really just a bunch of big AKs. Ooh, we'll get a huge tank, get it one of those nice big shell tankers in a week. Get the first of the R class in 11 days in Aden. Look at ground. I'll just not look at Canadian. Construction battalion at Bataan. That's gonna be actually pretty nice. In permanent restricted infantry, fun. Convoy with British infantry. That is great. Indian infantry, AT guns, mortars, Matildas, 25-pounders. Those are huge. Also getting the 3.7-inch gun AA and the 2-pounder AT in the pool. Those are much needed. 7th Hussars, 4 days, unrestricted. Oh, yeah, I already knew that one. Bataan also will get the last part of this division in 4 days. Base Force Seattle, 4.5-inch field guns at Sydney. Marine Raiders in the eastern U.S. in 1 week. Aussie Brigade in Aden. Base Force. Another construction battalion. Oh, teleported all the way over here. I swear I thought I had hurricanes coming. Or was it? Was it something from one of these off maps? I wasn't crazy. I did have hurricanes on the way. Okay, there we go. Alright. I am going to end the video here, guys, so I will see you in the next one.